As I suspected, we can't revive the Vile God with the Furies and Faith Drop alone.
The blood of the Vile God's daughter is a vital component to breaking the seal. I did inform you of this, didn't I?
Perhaps you'd like to volunteer some of your blood, Bernard. After all, you are a descendant of the Vile God as well.
Unfortunately, tradition dictates that a woman must be sacrificed.
I see. Well, all in due time. The daughter of the Vile God will come to us, guided by the ominous blood flowing in her veins.
Here, the stairway to heaven.
Let's hope this is the last time we have to fight Wolfa.
What's up, Thing? Are you really sure about this?
What do you mean?
I mean, I've been dragging you around all over the place, so... Are you sure about this? You could die, you know?
Why are you saying that now?
She's right. We've got no regrets, buddy. No matter what happens, Fang, I'll follow you to the ends of the earth.
I pretty much feel the same way, Fang.
Oh, Fang! You're crying!
No, I'm not! My eyes just got a little snot in them, that's all.
How could you possibly get snot in your eyes?
Come on, you idiots! Let's go!
Fancy seeing you alive. Resilient as a cockroach.
Mariana, I don't have time to mess around with you! Out of my way!
I'm afraid I can't back down. You see, it's my mission to defeat all of you. Kill them all! Kill them all! Kill them all! I will not allow you to stand in Dorfer's way.
Out of my way!
Okay, for this fight, I have to give you a warning for something I didn't do. I would recommend taking either Galdo, Ethel, or Tiara out of the party for Lola, if you have her, or Apollonius, if you have him. If you actually have both of them, then swap out two. You'll see why when we get to the second half of this fight, but for the time being, this is just your standard fight. There's really no trick to this one at all. Now, she being Mariana, will try to do the confusion status effect here and there, but as long as your team can't use skills or anything, confusion isn't really too bad. As for the guards, you can see that they melt that quickly. And I believe the last time when we fought Mariana, she didn't have that ice weakness. I don't remember exactly, but she does now, so Ethel is able to hammer her a bit. I would recommend, in that case, swapping out Galdo for Lola, because Lola can serve as a healer. You'll see that in the second half of the fight.
Not yet.
But of course she still is lightning resistant, so Pippin isn't as helpful as normal, but he's still pretty good, not gonna lie.
Here we go.
So right there, that's probably the only time I've actually used that move to get rid of the stats effects. Usually I just ignore them since they're not that serious.
Not yet.
And in case you're wondering, Harley's last move requires Revival rank S. They tell you that requires rank A for some reason, but in order to actually learn the move she needs, you need Revival rank S. So, yeah, it's just one of those things that, unless you know where to find the S rank fairy in the game, you're not getting it in your first playthrough. Potentially your second. In case you're wondering, yes, I will show it here later on in this video. You have to beat Bernard in order to get the final piece you need to get the S rank fairy. But otherwise, I've built up my tension gauges, so we can just worry about hammering Mariana. Now, I don't know what the trigger is to end this fight. It's a certain number of turns, a certain HP threshold, because when the fight resumes, Mariana will have more HP than she does when it ends. So I kind of think it might be a turn thing, but I'm not 100% on that.
Transformation complete.
Transformation complete.
Executing.
So right here I'm just fighting through it. And like I said, there's just no trick to it. You have to get through her massive amount of HP, and in case you're wondering if you were playing this on hard or higher, she will have even more HP. The flip side is she actually will have a couple odd attacks here and there that may deal bonus damage. From what I've been reading about hard mode, the way it actually works is the enemy may not necessarily get new attacks, but there's a chance they'll ignore your defenses when they hit you. So one-shots will probably be a lot more common in that mode.
I'm ready.
It's a little weird if you ask me, but yeah, it's kind of there. In case you're wondering, I will be doing the Vile God route in hard mode, just so you can see it. I don't know about the Goddess route, well, the False Goddess or Evil Goddess, or whatever you call her route,
Here we go.
since that one is supposed to be the most difficult of the routes.
Here.
Now, unfortunately, with the way Harley operates, getting her to Fair Eyes is pretty difficult. You don't have any good moves to build up tension, I'm afraid. Your best bet may actually be just use her ordinary attack and spam something with a lot of hits. I'm not sure.
Daughter of the Wild God. You surprise me. I never expected you to come here of your own volition. It seems you cannot define your blood's true fate.
You're wrong. I'm here to sever that fate. I won't let you carry out your scheme.
So foolish. You will never break the curse flowing through your veins. You're a slave to your bloodline, and nothing more. Tiara, I've got your back.
Bang! Tiara is...
What? I'll be claiming our prize now.
Tiara! Wait!
There is no escape. I will kill you myself.
Out of my way!
Not
So for
yet.
the second phase of this fight, you'll notice the guards have respawned. Mariana's back at about half health. I was trying to get Lola in here so I had a healer, and I was hoping that they'd give you the ability to just add her in since we have 3 open spots. Unfortunately, you have to get rid of one of your active guys in order to switch someone in. So in case you're wondering, Harley is getting benched. So right here we're using Unfailing Blows. Like, one disadvantage to the team I'm using here is that we actually lack AoE. We're pretty solid on single target damage. Since I haven't used Lola at all, she doesn't have any of her other moves, but I will get them off camera between the time I get Revival rank S and actually return to this place. And I will use her in the final battle, just so you know. I think I did that for the original game too, but it's been so long I'm not entirely sure. In case you're wondering about her swimsuit, you find it somewhere, I don't remember. It's not one of the ones you buy. I want to say it was in the Lucimundo Ice Cave, but I'm not 100% on that.
Join the cosmos. Not yet.
But anyway, Lola does start with Cure, 30% heal. That's pretty much what I'm going to be using to get through this fight. Since I only have 3 guys, AoE heal is not as important. And on the topic of percentages, I should also explain, people have looked into Tiara's amplified healing ability. Supposedly, each point you, or every rank you unlock, something like that, gives you a 3.75% increased rate of healing. So if you go ahead and get all of the things, that will add on 15% healing to every spell you cast. And the way it actually works is that it stacks additively, so if you use the 70% heal, it's going to be 70 plus 15 to give you an 85% heal. It's not multiple to do. So right here, we knocked her down to about 1/3 of her health, and you can see that there isn't any danger here. And unfortunately, she actually isn't low enough for me to just insta-burst, but she's getting there. If I actually relied on Lola's damage, that might have been one thing, but she didn't even use a special move in the end, so yeah. I probably could have gone by using Ukyo's hammer here, it's just I don't care. Also sucks that Pippin missed that last hit, but here we go for the finale. See you in the next fight.
I've lost. What are you doing? Kill me and get it over with.
Nah, I'm good. I'm over that sort of thing these days.
You will regret your idiotic show of mercy. I will kill you someday, when you least expect it.
Do whatever you want. Just remember that the next time you fight me, I'm still gonna win.
Hey, hurry! Tiara's in danger!
Yeah, I know!
Daughter of the Vile God, welcome to the Temple of Darkness.
Sherman! What are you going to do to me?
Once the ritual to revive the Vile God is complete, I shall kill you and become his new host. By sealing the Vile God within me, I will bring peace to this world.
Impossible! Are you attempting to become a god?
That is the only path left to me. I had to kill you once before, to prevent the revival of the Vile God. All I had left after that was a combination of love, hate, and guilt I felt toward you. In order to escape those feelings, I devoted myself fully to cutting down those I deemed as evil. But then I realized something. The goddess's power was inferior to the Vile Gods. This is proved by the fact that the forces of evil in this world are much greater than the forces of good. And if the goddess's power cannot defeat the Vile God, I have no choice but to accept his power into my body and take control of it. And this time, I will kill you in order to revive the Vile God. Let us bring about world peace together.
What happened, Huey? Fang, Tiara is in danger.
Let's move! Beyond this point lies holy ground. I will not let it be defiled by the likes of you! Turn back, at once! Same to you!
So, we finally have our showdown with Bernard. Unfortunately, my guys weren't at full health when this started, and if I remember correctly, Lola still doesn't really have any AoE healing moves, so we have to rely on Galdo for that. Now, the bad news here is Bernard does have pretty impressive defense, as you might have guessed from that. And the other thing I should point out is since Galdo, Ethel, and Tiara left the party, that means all their costumes and stuff are reset. So Tiara and Galdo actually don't have any fairies equipped at the moment. All in all, it's not really a problem because Bernard isn't really that difficult. It's just you could speed up the fight a little bit, doesn't really matter. You can see he drops the Broken Fury Blade, which is the final piece we need to unlock the S-Rank Fairy. Since we get Lola so late, it's actually a little difficult to unlock all of her challenges, but the flip side is you can actually get quite a few of the max ones pretty easy. Like at this stage of the game, you can easily get the maximum amount of passive EXP gained, which will give you an additional movement point in battle. That's very, very handy, in case you're wondering. And I think I do the grinding for all that off camera, so yeah. But anyway, right there we have enough tension for Fang to transform.
Transformation complete.
Alright, let's go!
And since he's fire resistant, I went ahead and used this instead. Like, one bad thing about Fang is that's his only non-elemental attack. Some of the other characters get multiple ones. Sherman comes to mind, but... Now, since I can't reach him, I decided to try a lightning spell. You can see Pippin's just not a caster. Now, since Lola's DPS sucks, I just wanted to have her here for healing duty, pretty much. This will still give her spell casts that will get her gradually closer and closer to unlocking various challenges. It's just you have to put in a little bit of effort. Ethel is sadly outside of range. Bernard seems to want to keep distance for some reason, not entirely sure why, but it doesn't really matter.
New data.
In case you're wondering about this, I was just trying to generate tension, otherwise the spear is still much better, I'd say. It must be kind of nice if some of the other party members had moves with range like Lola does, since, as far as I can tell, he actually has the highest range despite not being the bow user or the gun user. figure. I should also mention I'm not sure if Pippin has any other costumes beyond just the DLC stuff like the towel he's wearing right now. All things considered, I'd say the towel actually does work out pretty well for him because his transformation state doesn't actually cover anything. Here you get to see one of Lola's moves. I will try to show all of her moves over the course of this video, so if you're curious, just stick around. So even though Bernard is resistant to fire, this just seems vastly superior to shooting slash.
You're actually backing into a corner. However, this ends now. Dodge this.
So right here is his big move. You can see it took down, that was Pippin, and I want to say Lola? Now, Galdo does have a revive move, Lola doesn't, so I still have the healer I actually do need. Now, unfortunately here I could not get in range to heal Fang, so I decided to hit him and maybe he won't attack Fang. Now, unlike other games, as far as I know, the only way to manipulate enemy aggro is through Apollonius' ability Provoke. Since I don't have Apollonius here, I'm just playing with the RNG.
Transformation complete.
Let's go, Baja! Let's go!
Now, I can't say why I used this here. I might not have been paying attention, but the Earth Spear is just... Oh, I probably wasn't trying to kill him, that's what. So right here, I'm using Shooting Slash just so I can get something done with the turn without putting him in danger of dying. Right here, I do need to heal Fang, and I also want to make sure the others are healthy in case he decides to use his sword again. You can see that move isn't really dangerous, as rude as that might sound. But anyway, the trick to this one is, while Bernard does not have as massive an HP pool as pretty much every other enemy up to this point, he has really high defenses instead, so it's still going to ultimately work out to be the exact same type of fight. And hopefully right there you can see how powerful the spear is exactly.
Transformation complete.
Transformation complete.
So,
Executing soul
I guess I decided to just leave them dead or something, I don't know. In case you're wondering, the one you want to revive first is Pippin, because he has more HP and higher defenses. And yeah, it looks like I just gave up on keeping them going. Anyway, for beating Bernard, you will get the Fury. I will combine those, I will not be firing commentary for that, and then I'll go to the Sanctuary to show you the actual revival, so... Once this fight ends, that's going to be the next order of business. I will backtrack out. And that will be that. Oh, here I go trying to revive them. Pippin's the smarter choice, but for some reason I went for Lola. Oh, I went for Lola for the heals. That's right. Yeah, I guess I just execute him, so... Yeah, the order wouldn't have mattered. Anyway, that's Bernard, he's out of the way. Next order of business gain our S-Rank Fairy. So I'll be seeing you guys next in the... I want to say the Sherman fight, but I might provide commentary for the Godly Revival, we'll see. Anyway, that's it for now.
My ambitions. I'm feeling bomb!
Looks like I got stronger.
I will not accept this. Defeated by such inferior beings. I will never accept this. And stay down!
Now, I don't remember all the specifics here. I think if you try to pull the one from the Vile God's chest, you have to fight the Vile God himself. So start with the Goddess until you're absolutely ready. In the original game, the Vile God was the absolute strongest enemy in the game. So, on your first route through, your first playthrough, I definitely would not recommend fighting him. This enemy is much easier, and it will unlock Revival Rank S, which will give you your final set of weapon transformations for the various characters. It'll give you Harley's final skill. And I don't remember what else it unlocks, but you can see the Diablo's remains, how weak the damn thing is. As small as that 20 SP is, that really does help Pippin, just because his SP pool I think is the smallest out of any character in the game. So right there, that gives us Revival Rank S. And now you can either use that for world shaping, you can just equip it, it's up to you. It's an S-rank fairy, so treasure. There's only 2 in the game. Now, in case you're wondering, there is DLC to get more if you really want. It's just... that's not free DLC, so that's why I'm out. So anyway, I think I show you some of the things that have changed. Yes, I did. So right there you can see full Barret is the secondary thing, but in order to lock that you have to have Revival Rank S, so I don't even know why the artillery move says you need rank A in the first place. It seems like it might be a little bit of an oversight.
I never expected you to survive your wounds. It seems I've underestimated you once again.
Yeah? Well, I'm just full of surprises, so how about you shove your compliments and release Tiara?
You fool. The Vile God will revive soon. I'll celebrate his rebirth by spilling your blood. It'll be a historic bloodbath.
Sherman, let's settle this once and for all!
Let's go! It's my turn.
So, compared to how Sherman was when we fought him in the Sanctuary, he's a fraction of his power. This is pretty much just your, I want to call it like a token boss battle, anything like that. He really does fold like paper. Now, off camera, I did learn all of Lola's skills, and I plan to exhibit them over the course of this fight, and I'm only going to speak during the segments that you can actually win. There are 2 segments where you just have to play out until the story triggers. Those I'm going to be quiet during, just make sure your health stays kind of up, because you may or may not be given a heal, I'm not entirely sure. So anyway, right there you can steal an energy crystal from him, but at this stage of the game that's worthless. I think Bernard you could have stole a potion from. So for being the final bosses of the game, they're extremely cheap. So right here, we go for the... I think I go for one of the smaller ones because I realize I'm not going to Fair Eyes. I mean, we haven't even gone through an entire round of attacks and we've taken off more than half his health.
I expected as much from you. I suppose suppose I can get a little serious. Here I come.
Now the bad news is, since he's going to immediately act, there's no way for me to instigate him before he can cast this. He will hit Fang with it, and just the sheer amount of hits here will overwhelm Fang's HP. I wasn't exactly keeping track of the hits, but it only takes 10 of them to kill Fang, and each one's doing around 700, and you can see there were like 6 right there alone. So even though he's popped that, he's still extremely squishy, and I don't even see the value in using Fair Eyes. It just draws the fight out. So my goal here is just revive Fang, make sure that he's healed up for the next round, and try not to kill Sherman before then. Now there is a chance this might kill Sherman. Okay, he lived with a sliver. Now Lola does have full revive, so I'd say she's probably the second best healer in the game, which is why I recommend having her.
A bad move on my part.
Plus, if you unlock her, then you get to keep her for New Game Plus. But you'll see what I mean at the end of the video regarding that.
I shall end your life quickly.
So Sherman's putting up his bravado. He actually doesn't get to attack because it's not his turn, and then Galdo can stab him in the back just like he did Zang. So I'll see you guys in the actual final fight now, since the rest is scripted.
Sorry about that. I'm feeling buff.
Looks like I got stronger.
Your efforts are futile. Struggle all you like. You're still too late. Look, the vile god is reviving.
Fang, kill me, please.
Tiara.
There's still time. You can revenge the vile god's revival by killing me right now.
Don't be stupid. There's no way in hell I'm gonna do that.
Kill her, Fang? I see.
Fang, wait! Try to remember what happened before we were sent to the past. When Tiara was killed. You should be able to see it now. Is everything all right, Lord Sherman? We're at a crucial juncture right now. If we lose this battle, we're finished.
Tiara, I already know you're a descendant of the vile god. That's why I'm going to kill you. Our dream is to protect the peace of this world. You'll die for our dream, won't you, Tiara?
Very well. As you wish.
Ah!
Pitiful human, do you hate me?
You're...
If I did not exist, you never would have killed that girl. Hate me, and hate all those who have fallen into evil. Fill yourself with hatred, and dye your soul red.
I don't need you to tell me what to do. That was my plan all along.
What the hell? Sherman killed Tiara?
But things are different now. Last time, Sherman killed Tiara to keep the Vile God from reviving. He did it for world peace. But now, Sherman is going to kill Tiara so the Vile God can enter his body, in order to claim the world as his own.
The vile god is coming!
Fang, hurry! You have to kill me! If you kill Tiara, the world will be saved. To save one life, or the lives of many.
What are you gonna do, Fang?
There's no time to hesitate, Fang! Hurry!
Shut up! Stop freaking out! I'm calling the shots here! Didn't I tell you I was gonna change fate?
How am I supposed to do that if I kill you?
Fang!
Stupid fool. Do you really think you can defy fate? All you've done is sacrifice the world. And with this, my wish has been granted. Fang, in the end, you couldn't even protect Tiara. Watch as she's sacrificed to awaken the vile god. Finally, the vile god has come! The power of the vile god is mine! I've inherited his ancient bloodline. I'm the only one truly worthy to receive his power! Oh, vile god, newly awakened from your eternal slumber, grant me your power! I'm a descendant of the vile god. Why? It seems the vile god doesn't care if his thirst is sated by a man's blood or a woman's. He was a fool for offering up his blood in place of Tiara's. But thanks to him, the vile god is finally awakened. O vile god, with this sword I surrender my body, my soul, and my wish unto you, so that you may receive it.
Is that Sherman?
I don't know. But whatever it is, it has enough power to destroy this entire world. The power of the vile god himself.
It all
Executing Take this, ultimate punch! New data? Now then.
I can still fight!
Fang looks hurt.
Bang!
Fang!
What the? Aaron, you...
Fang, I will give you the power of the goddess.
I hear the magic kingdom ring.
Power! Your enormous power surging inside me! Believe it!
The goddess has descended?
Why? Why did you give me the goddess's power?
You tried to save Tiara, despite the fact that she has the blood of the vile god. Your selflessness has moved the goddess.
It's about time! What took you so long? Still, I'm grateful. The goddess has given me a present, and I intend to use it. I'll defeat that idiot Sherman and seal the vile god!
Beat you down.
It all dies!
Executing
Get ready!
Jeez, he's too strong. So unfair.
Maybe the power of the vile god really is stronger than the goddesses.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna lose to someone like him!
Fang, don't tell me you're... Are you trying to save Sherman like you saved me? You are, aren't you?
What is this place?
Fang, what are you thinking? There's no way you can defeat the Vile God with that blade.
Sherman.
Are you planning to rescue me? Don't bother. That wish of yours can no longer be granted. After all, my soul no longer resides here. It was consumed by the Vile God. I have no regrets about this outcome. I willingly chose to become one with the Vile God. In doing so, I thought I would be able to control the Vile God's power. But as you can see, things turned out rather differently. So Fang, I'm going to entrust you with my dream. Please, protect this world.
What? You're asking me that now? Quit screwing with me! Stop being selfish! Why should I listen to you anyway? If you want to protect this world so badly, do it yourself!
I've entrusted you with my dream, Fang. The rest is up to you.
You idiot! Always acting without my permission. I never liked you from the moment we first met. Sherman. Shut up! Stop your jabbering! I'm not gonna hold back anymore! I'm not gonna show you any mercy! Brace yourself, vile god!
So if you didn't notice in the fights leading up to this one, there are no longer those fights where you are supposed to lose but can still win type thing. They being the devs, have set this up so that the fights you can't win will have either ridiculous amounts of HP, seriously like 9 million like the Vile God had, I believe it was, or they'll have sky-high defense, so that's something that you can't do from the previous game to this one. As a result, when you run into problems like that, just focus on staying alive, keeping your HP up. It's up to you if you want to burn any items. The advantage is there is challenges for using items, but you have to buy new items to replace the ones you use. So, up to you on how you want to go about it. So just a quick reminder, Lola is a fairy. That's why you don't hear her fairy voice saying executing something or another. Since she's the fairy herself, she has to say it. Like Albaha's just said, executing Gaia Spirit.
Get ready!
So not quite enough tension just yet. And since the Vile God gets to act before my guy's next turn, I decided to use an item with Fang to make sure people are healthy. You can see it was probably a wise choice. I was hoping Ethel would have been able to Fair Eyes off of the damage she dealt and also took, but she's not quite there. So after you use another Lunatic Dance, you'll see that she's in perfect position right now. So the Vile God actually does have respectable DPS, but the thing is, you can actually just huddle everyone together and just use AoE heals if you want. He doesn't have that much DPS to actually overwhelm with healing. It's also possible I could just be high enough level since my guys are in the 60s, low 60s, but still. And since she's her own fairy, that's how her Fair Eyes looks. Now this is her AoE move, which is best for generating tension, just like Tiara has. Nice thing about it though is it is light element, which the Vile God is weak to. And you can see that the Vile God is not using any of his AoE, he's a K-block. Yes, the final boss really is that easy.
Transformation complete.
Alright, let's go!
And if you didn't notice, Vivian's voice actress is also talking with Aaron for Fang's moves because she's supposed to be the voice actress of the goddess. I don't know if that's Wendy Lee or who exactly, but since Wendy Lee is in like a million things, it really would surprise me if it were.
Here.
I think I would have just been satisfied with an additional voice filter on Aaron or something rather than bringing in a new actress.
Transform transformation complete. I'll get them. Executing.
So let's see. That was 17 hits average. Actually, yeah, that does keep up with her arrow move, I guess. It's probably up to you on which one you want to use. If you're up against multiple enemies, the arrow is probably just as fine. Lunatic Dance is just best for generating tension. Anyway, right here, you don't actually have to Fair Eyes with Galdo if you want to keep him on healing duty. In case you're wondering with Lola, I just had her Fair Eyes because I wanted to show off her moves. But the other thing to keep in mind is since I'm showing off like this, that definitely highlights how little threat this thing the final boss poses. I might not show Prismatic Burst now that I think about it. I'll have to try and work Lola into another fight in the Vile God route to show it.
Save this world. You are no longer relevant. Be gone with you.
Get ready!
It all take this.
Since I knew a big attack was coming, that's why I decided to guard instead, just to make sure that I did survive it.
My power.
This is AoE, so just a heads up. You can see it was enough to take down Lola. She might be weak to Dark, I don't remember offhand. But just also keep in mind, due to her being a new character, she is actually much squishier than my other guys. She just doesn't have as many challenges completed. It's that simple. And with that hit, we have the Vile God down to about half health. So we just have to keep this up, and sooner or later the damn thing will go down. But like most other bosses, since he has a massive HP pool, this will take a little while. Also keep in mind, as I said earlier, hard mode means he'd have 20% more HP, so this would last even longer. I don't remember what all the changes are for hell mode, but I imagine it's probably something like plus 50% HP to make these even longer. In case you're wondering, I do not intend to do hell mode, since it just seems like a massive time sink. So right here I revived Lola so that she can provide healing duty also.
Get ready!
Without Tiara, we still only have 2 healers, and if worst come to worst, you can bring Tiara into this fight. I just chose not to since I wanted to show off Lola. So yeah, in the event you actually are having a little bit of trouble, don't be afraid to bring 3 healers. I would recommend swapping Harley out though for your 3rd healer. So right there you can see her launcher move. That's probably her best move for generating tension. It just sucks that you can only get that from S-rank revival. So pretty much by the time the game's over, you finally have it, and at that point you don't need it anymore.
Here we go. Take this, ultimate.
So I don't know in terms of DPS which move would actually be superior for Pippin. In case you're wondering, the reason why I'm even using Monkey King is just because it's the cheapest one, and we have to play around his small SP pool. And in case you're wondering, yes, I do actually have the items in order to replenish his SP if worse came to worse. I mean, like, an energy crystal should be like a full restore for him. So, I'm just being cheap. That's all it really is. What's worse is I probably actually do have max energy crystals. So we're showing off the lance here. This one I used earlier, but you get to see that it takes out a pretty nice chunk of the Violet God. And I'm not sure why the game stalled right there, like that actually wasn't for error with the recording or anything. That was the game itself stalling. To be honest, that was kind of an issue I was afraid of when I heard that they were going to have 6 people in battle plus enemies. It could be a lot of strain, even though the graphics aren't the greatest, just because of the sheer number of moving objects on the screen. But all things considered, it works out pretty well. It's just I do wish there were more fights against multiple enemies, so we don't have to run up against these enemies that are nothing more than massive pools of HP. But maybe that's something for the sequel, we'll see.
The power! The Vile God's power! I'm not finished! I can't be finished!
So you can see Sherman is taking his defeat gracefully.
Save the world!
And since he's talking, that tells you he's going to be using his big attack in a moment. So I wanted to make sure Lola was guarding this time, just in case she does have that dark weakness. And if you've been keeping track, there is a move of Lola's I haven't quite used yet, so... something to look forward to, right?
Get ready.
Now, I don't know what the damage reduction is from defending, but you can see Lola is at 1/4 HP. She might not have survived if I didn't guard. And since I want to end this fight right here and now, it's time to start throwing all of our moves at him. I do not know what makes him weak to win, if it's a random thing or what, but it's probably an incentive to make Galdo DPS rather than just having him heal. I'm not sure. Now, since the boss is a little too far away, and I don't have the movement, I don't have enough movement on Ethel, I have to rely on this. And unfortunately, Pippin did lose his Fair Eyes at the absolute worst time. So right there I used an item just so that I could make sure Lola has enough HP for her finisher. In the meantime, we can have Harley provide another damage nuke. We almost knocked him down to his final HP bar. And yeah, that was the problem I had. Lola doesn't have enough HP to use her move, so we need to rectify that. So Galdo is low, but that doesn't matter. Pass with Fang because he's going to deliver the finishing blow. And I'm still trying to do a little chip damage to set it up. But here we go. Magical magic. Think happy thoughts, folks. He didn't think happy thoughts. So right here, I was a little afraid Gaia Spear would have been too much for him.
My turn.
So I decided to just use an item on Galdo, try to keep him alive. I can poke him a bit with Ethel. And right here I need to heal Fang so I can get the finisher I want. I believe this is actually how I finished the first playthrough on the original game, but here we go with Force Impact. Not over yet.
You don't belong in this world!
So enjoy the ending. It's going to be Tiara's because I didn't bother with Aaron's. I don't think I'm going to record the Aaron one since the endings here don't differ from the original game. The other routes do. And I'll be popping in at the very end of the video, so I'll see you there.
Seal the vial, God. For growth! Fang?
What a relief. I'm so glad Dorfa rehired me. A lot has happened. But no matter what happens to Dorfa, there's still no other company I'd rather work for.
Well, yeah. There's no other corporation as large as Dorfa. But it looks like the new president is really strict.
Oh, I already know that. That's why I brought a present to pay my respects. Pardon me. I, Hyga, have come to pay you my respects. Please enjoy this gift. It's a famous sweet bean paste. They only sell 10 of these a day. I stood in line for hours to get it. All for your sake, President Mariana.
If you have time to shop for gifts, then you have time to work.
Work, work, work!
If you don't increase your productivity, I'll fire you so fast your head will spin.
Please, not that. Anything but that.
Hey, handsome. You're a fencer, right? I've got some great information. You interested?
Ah, so you're an informant. Yeah, I'm down. What do you got?
Before we get to that, I'll need 30,000 gold.
That's expensive. There's no way I can afford that. Can't you lower the price a little?
Don't you know that strong fencers pay top price for information? And you definitely look strong to me.
Is that so? 30,000 gold, huh? That's pretty cheap, actually.
Thank you for your patronage.
The sun is shining and the weather is pleasant. It's a perfect day to go on another journey.
Yes, I agree. Goldykins! Did you double check to make sure you have everything? You've got your hanky and your blankie, right?
It's all good. I made sure to stick them both in my pack.
There are other important things, you know. It's not like we're going out for a stroll. We're traveling the world. Are you guys going to be all right?
No worries. As long as I bring the energy and enthusiasm, things are gonna be all right.
That's right. It's okay to be a little scatterbrained and screw up every now and then.
Perfectionism is overrated. I just want to run into fun things. That's pretty much the whole reason I'm going on this journey. I want to learn more about the world so I'm even more fun to be around. That's all.
So what was that battle anyway?
The goddess used up all her power to seal the vile god away. And once again, both the goddess and the vile god have fallen into a deep sleep. The Furies we've collected have scattered throughout the world, and everything has gone back to normal.
Yeah, but we saw it with our own eyes. Those who carved out their fate, who used their own hands to change their destiny. This world is shaped by our desires and our power. So we should do our best to ensure we're making the world a better place. What do you guys think?
That sounds about right.
I can agree with that.
Me too.
Well, let's get going, eh?
Stay healthy, everyone!
Pippin, Ethel, what are you two going to do? Well, I've been observing this young lass, Ethel. She's lacking in common sense and is far too ignorant of the world. It seems like a good idea to take her under my wing. After all, perhaps it was fate that we met under these circumstances. No way.
Please, don't say that. So much has happened to us lately. We might get lonely if it's just the two of us again.
I won't get lonely, but maybe I wouldn't mind if someone else came with us.
Well then, it's decided.
You plan to return to your home, right, Holly? I understand you have articles, right?
Yeah, I've been thinking about documenting everything that's happened.
Documenting?
Yeah, how's this for an opening? When light and darkness still bore life, the goddess emerged and... still needs work.
That sounds like a daunting task. I guess I'm going to be pretty busy cleaning up after you.
I think it's a job worth doing. Don't you agree, Bahas?
Yeah, for both of us.
What a lovely breeze. This is where we first met, Fing. Remember? You and Aaron.
Yeah, you're right.
Did Aaron really disappear?
Well, she was originally part of the goddess. She just went back to where she belonged.
Did you make sure to say goodbye when you were inside the goddess's light?
My memories, my feelings, they're all disappearing, Fang. I guess I'm going back to the goddess now. I don't want this. I don't want to forget about you, Fang.
I'll never forget you. Don't worry. You'll always be a part of me.
Thank you. Goodbye, Fang.
You look like you really miss Erin now that she's gone.
That's not it at all!
Oh my, is that so?
I'm just relieved that I don't have a loudmouth fairy yapping in my ear anymore.
Oh, really? Well, if you feel that way, maybe it's time for the other annoying girl in your life to disappear as well.
Huh?
I've always felt trapped by my bloodline, but that's all over now. I'm going to go find my true self.
I see.
What are you going to do now, Fang?
Who knows? The usual, I guess.
It's very like you to say that. Fang, can you send me off? No one has ever done that before.
Sure.
I have a prediction. Someday in the future, I'll see you and Aaron again. I know it.
Tiara.
So until that day comes, let us go our separate ways.
Yeah. Take care.
Oneつ夢をつないで願い胸に旅立とう夜が明けてゆく物語が終わりを告げる別れの時間が訪れてもそれを私は選んだ霧が晴れて希望への道が今開く光の中見た君の横顔を最後胸に刻んで笑顔 ここにあると
So this is the New Game Plus screen. You get to choose what carries over, including characters, so you can actually use your party from the very beginning of the game from here on out. Levels, weapon boost, fairies, so on. And it's all free, so by all means I do recommend taking it. Here's all the DLC that I have. They're pointing out that it's all unlocked because technically I'm in a new game right now. Hal and Amateur, the 2 DLC fairies. Various towels, the Netgear stuff, the Shukesu Tower, which will probably be the very last video I record. And for the next playthrough, we are going in hard mode. So, look forward to the Vile God. I'm the Hero of Light, thanks for watching, and goodbye.